On October 6th, SPRB Spruce Biosciences Inc. shocked the market with an explosive price movement that shattered all recent patterns. The stock gapped up dramatically from a previous close of 8.82 to an open of 34.77, then soared to a high of 170 before settling at 130.4. This extraordinary event was accompanied by a monumental surge in trading volume, reaching nearly 25 million shares, an unprecedented level for SPRB. Such a move signals a powerful shift in market sentiment, likely triggered by significant news or a major catalyst. The short-term trend is now decisively bullish, but the long-term implications remain uncertain as the single day's action has completely overridden prior historical context. Most defining feature of this period is the explosion in trading volume. On October 6th, volume skyrocketed to nearly 25 million shares compared to the usual daily average in the low tens of thousands. This massive participation from both institutional and retail investors validates the price move and marks a classic breakout gap. When a stock opens significantly higher than the previous day's high, leaving a wide gap on the chart, it's one of the strongest bullish signals in technical analysis. This combination of high volume and a gap up suggests the beginning of a new price regime for SPRB. SPRB's closing price of 130.4 now sits far above all major moving averages. The SMA 5 is at 33.13, SMA 10 at 20.77, SMA 20 at 15.14, SMA 50 at 17.34, and SMA 100 at 23.05. This wide separation is a clear sign of immense bullish moment. Exponential moving averages, EMAs, are also consistently higher than their simple counterparts, which is typical in a strong uptrend since EMAs give more weight to recent price action. While this configuration is extremely bullish, the vast distance between the price and these averages suggests SPRB may be overextended in the very short term, possibly due for a period of consolidation or a pullback. Momentum indicators are painting a picture of extreme bullishness. The MACD line is at 8.12, well above the signal line at -0.13, confirming strong upward momentum. However, oscillators like the RSI and Money Flow Index are flashing warning signs. The RSI is at a sky-high 94.93, and the Money Flow Index is at 99.97, both deep in overbought territory. This means the price has risen too far too fast. Volatility is also exceptionally high, with the price closing far above the upper Bollinger Band at 68.06 and an ATR of 12.97. While the trend is powerful, the risk of a sharp short-term reversal is elevated. Linear regression analysis reveals that a simple trend line is a poor fit for SPRB's recent price action. The regression slope is slightly negative at -0.23, which contradicts the massive price surge. This is because the calculation is heavily influenced by the prior 3 months of lower prices, making the last day's spike an outlier. The very low R-squared value of 0.0741 confirms that the linear model explains very little of the price variance. The actual price is deviating from the regression line's predicted value by over 966%, highlighting just how nonlinear and explosive this move has been. Predicting SPRB's next opening price is exceptionally challenging due to the extreme volatility and overbought readings. Two scenarios are plausible: a gap down at the open as early investors take profits, or a continuation of the euphoria with another gap up as new buyers rush in. Given the RSI is above 94, slight gap down or flat open seems more probable, as profit taking is likely. However, the underlying momentum is so strong that any dip could be quickly bought up. One thing is certain: the opening session will be highly volatile. SPRB is now in a price discovery phase, meaning there are no historical resistance levels above the current price. The only immediate resistance is the high of the explosive day at 170. On the support side, the situation is more robust. The enormous gap created on October 6 provides a primary support zone, with the most critical level being the low of that day at 30.03. The volume-weighted average price VWAP for the day at 103.69 will likely act as a secondary intraday support. With such vast distances between current price and support, expect extremely volatile intraday swings. Using the 14-day average true range ATR of 12.97, we can estimate the probable intraday price range for SPRB. With the last close at 130.4, the expected high for the next session is around 143.37, and the probable low is around 117.43. These levels provide a framework for expected volatility, but given the current market conditions, the actual range could easily exceed these projections. Traders should be prepared for wide and unpredictable price swings. The bullish scenario: SPRB continues its powerful rally, breaking above the 170 high and moving into uncharted territory. New buyers attracted by the momentum could push the stock even higher. This scenario is fueled by strong technical indicators and the absence of resistance above the current price. However, traders should remain cautious, as such rallies can be short-lived if overbought conditions trigger profit-taking. Bearish scenario involves a sharp and swift pullback. Overbought conditions could trigger a wave of selling, causing the price to fall and test the VWAP at 103.69 or even fill a portion of the gap down toward the critical support at 30.03. This would be a classic correction after a parabolic move, and traders should be prepared for rapid declines if selling pressure intensifies. Third scenario is high volatility consolidation, where SPRB trades in a wide range to digest recent gains. This would involve significant up and down price swings without establishing a clear new trend. Such consolidation allows overbought indicators to normalize and can set the stage for the next major move, whether up or down. Trend strength indicators are confirming the emergence of a strong new uptrend. The ADX stands at 26.47, indicating a solid trend, while the Arun up is at 100, which is the maximum value and signals a powerful bullish phase. These indicators reinforce the short-term bullish outlook, but traders should still be wary of the overbought conditions. MACD, or Moving Average Convergence Divergence, is a momentum indicator that helps identify trend direction and strength. For SPRB, the MACD line is well above the signal line, confirming strong bullish momentum. This is a classic sign that buyers are in control, but it's important to watch for any signs of divergence or a crossover that could signal a reversal. Relative Strength Index, RSI, is a key oscillator that measures the speed and change of price movements. With SPRB's RSI at 94.93, the stock is deep in overbought territory. This level is rarely sustained for long and often precedes a pullback or correction. Traders should be cautious when the RSI is this elevated, as it signals the price may have risen too far too fast. Money Flow Index, MFI, combines price and volume data to identify overbought or oversold conditions. SPRB's MFI is at an extreme 99.97, indicating that buying pressure has reached unsustainable levels. This is another warning sign that the stock could be due for a correction, as such high readings are rarely maintained. Bollinger Bands are a volatility indicator that shows how far the price has moved from its average. SPRB closed far above the upper Bollinger Band at 68.06, highlighting just how extreme the recent move has been. Such a close outside the bands is rare and usually signals that the price is overextended, increasing the likelihood of a pullback. The Average True Range, ATR, measures market volatility. With an ATR of 12.97, SPRB is experiencing exceptionally wide price swings. This high ATR means traders should expect large intraday moves, making risk management even more critical in the current environment. Volume Weighted Average Price, VWAP, for the explosive day was 103.69. VWAP often acts as a key intraday support level, as it represents the average price paid by all participants. If the price pulls back, this level could attract buyers looking for value, making it an important area to watch. The low of October 6th at 30.03 forms a critical support zone. This level marks the bottom of the gap created by the explosive move. If SPRB experiences a sharp correction, this area could serve as a major battleground between buyers and sellers, potentially halting further declines. SPRB is now in a price discovery phase where the market is searching for a new equilibrium. With no historical resistance above, the stock's price can move rapidly as traders and investors react to each new development. This phase is often characterized by heightened volatility and unpredictable swings. The massive volume spike indicates that both institutional and retail investors participated in the move. Such broad-based buying is rare and often signals a major shift in sentiment. However, it can also lead to crowded trades, increasing the risk of sharp reversals if sentiment suddenly changes. While the short-term trend for SPRB is unequivocally bullish, the long-term trend remains ambiguous. The explosive one-day move has overridden all prior historical context, making it difficult to determine whether this is the start of a sustained uptrend or just a temporary spike. Traders should be cautious and avoid making long-term assumptions based on a single day's action. With all indicators pointing to extreme overbought conditions, the risk of a sharp reversal is high. If profit-taking accelerates or sentiment shifts, SPRB could experience a rapid and severe correction. Traders should use robust risk management strategies, including stop-loss orders and appropriate position sizing to protect their capital. Given the unprecedented volatility in SPRB, traders should approach with caution. It's crucial to use tight stop-losses, avoid oversized positions, and be prepared for sudden swings in either direction. Monitoring key support and resistance levels, as well as staying alert to changes in momentum indicators, can help navigate this high-risk environment. Traditional technical analysis tools are less reliable in situations like SPRB's, where price action is unprecedented. The extreme move has rendered many indicators less predictive, as they are based on historical patterns that no longer apply. In such cases, traders must rely more on real-time price action and risk controls. Explosive price moves like SPRB's often trigger strong emotional responses among traders, including fear of missing out, FOMO, and panic selling. Understanding these psychological dynamics can help traders avoid impulsive decisions and stick to their trading plans, even in the face of extreme volatility. Managing volatility is key when trading stocks like SPRB. This means adjusting position sizes, using trailing stops, and being ready to exit quickly if the market turns. Volatility can create both opportunities and risks, so having a clear plan is essential for survival and success. SPRB's explosive move offers valuable lessons for traders. It shows the importance of being prepared for the unexpected, the need for disciplined risk management, and the value of staying flexible in your approach. No matter how strong a trend appears, always be ready for sudden reversals. Most important levels to monitor for SPRB are the immediate resistance at 170 and the critical support zone at the October 6th low of 30.03. The VWAP at 103.69 is also a key intraday support. Keeping an eye on these levels can help traders make informed decisions in a fast-moving market. Conclusion: SPRB Spruce Biosciences Inc. has undergone a dramatic technical transformation, shifting from a downtrend to an explosive uptrend on massive volume. While all short-term indicators are strongly bullish, the stock is extremely overbought and volatile, carrying a substantial risk of a sudden and severe correction. This is not a stock for the risk-averse. Extreme caution and robust risk management are essential for anyone considering trading SPRB in this environment.